Hi, it's Larry Michael, the voice of the Washington Redskins. Excited about the Redskins' moves in free agency. Also, a couple of trades. Looking ahead, the NFL draft will go on as scheduled, April 23rd through the 25th. And thank you for listening to HOA Talk Time with Tab and Z. Y'all take care.
All right, Tab. HOA Talk Time back again. Things are a little bit different right now, though. You are joining us remotely. What's going on here?
Yeah, so we went from the bunker from the last episode, right? The pilot episode in our HOA Talk Time bunker.
Right.
To now doing this remotely. Neither one of us, you're in the office.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not self-quarantining.
Mm-hmm. But it is still social distancing, right? There is distance, and we are kind of socially speaking, so there's that.
And I don't miss not being next to you. I prefer the physical distance from you.
Oh, okay, there you go. All right. Very good, very good. So, hey, you know what? We're trying to change it up, but at least we have a video medium now, so a little bit interesting dynamic. We'll run with it. I think we'll get all the technical snafus, I'm sure, honed up, but hey, you know, at least I can still see you. We can still keep on going. I know it's tough these days. I mean, you know, not to make light of anything, but it is hard of what the world is going through with this social distancing, with, you know, just being locked up at home.
Well, I don't even I think the term unprecedented is just like being overused, but to me, it's just surreal.
Right.
It's like some another world, another time, or I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's kind of like business as usual for us on that side of it.
Right.
And of course, we've heard some of the zany responses.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing. So obviously, right now, throughout the country, you know, people are told to pretty much stay home and, you know, sequester yourself in your home, right? Okay, fine. It impacts a lot of people. Can't do the things that you're normally used to doing. Can't go to these big social gatherings, movie theaters, the bars and clubs or whatever you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, for us and our day jobs, right? We're an inspection company. We keep on going. And the funny thing is, I think we are doing almost a favor to people. Well, look, we get it. You know, we understand. We're also locked up in our home, so to speak, right? Mm-hmm. But you know what? Here's one thing that I noticed. Being at home all day long, it forces you to do nothing but housework, right? I mean, I'm tackling so many projects that I've put off. I haven't fixed my shutters yet.
A year ago or something.
Yeah, right. I know that's still an ongoing thing, but I have tackled some other projects. But the point is, and I've seen this across social media, my friends that I know of, even like talk shows and things of that nature, people are kind of reinventing themselves and remembering, hey, you know what? I got a home. I've got things that I need to do, whether it's that spring cleaning kind of thing, whether it's the little project, the painting project you wanted to do, or, you know, fix up whatever in your house, so on and so forth. So, you know, what better way than to tackle these things that, you know, you're stuck at home, you have nothing better to do. And, you know, we're kind of like nudging you, you know, kindly on your way to say, hey, you know what, as a reminder, you really need to
you can do this.
You can do this, right? You can do this. You're at home. We know you're at home. so what else are you gonna do? Hey, let's tackle that little project of you know, cleaning up your yard or whatever the case may be.
And you know, the cleaning has gone into such high drive that I saw on local news that in Virginia they're actually encouraging people out in this one area that to not do too much cleanup, like start putting everything out for recycle and
right,
the things that have been there for whatever years or decades, whatever the case may be. So it's like a little too much cleaning.
Right, exactly. Yeah, everybody's doing their project or spring cleaning or what have you, and yeah, now the waste companies are just like overwhelmed by the amount of things that people are doing. So the bottom line is, people are doing what they're doing, supposed to be doing some, but you have an opportunity to do that, right? Especially now, the weather is good. You're at home. You're running out of things to do. I don't know how many TikTok videos you can make or whatever the kids do these days, right? So it leads me to this thing about the folks that are not doing what they're doing, and they take this opportunity to kind of flip the script and find an excuse to not do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and you've since you kind of oversee the case management of the responses.
From the homeowners, that
From
complain.
the homeowners, right? That
Right.
responding to well, not necessarily complain, but they're responding to the notices,
Right.
inspection notices they got, right?
And complain,
So-
but anyways, yeah.
So there was a couple of interesting ones that jumped out to me. So one, and a person in a high-end community,
Right.
I mean, up there, we're talking about close to, perhaps 6-7 figures, all right, in terms of the home value.
Okay.
And I saw, because, we've all been hearing about the run on toilet paper or whatever, paper towels.
Right,
So-
right. Yes.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, right. Purell, whatever the case
Yeah.
may be.
So this
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
was cited for a shutter issue and didn't contest the validity of it, right?
Right.
Did use a supply chain issue on shutters.
Oh, right. Right.
Yeah, so I had not heard of anything in the news like breaking news or this just in or whatever, developing story, there's a run on shutters.
Apparently, for this homeowner at his local whatever store, everybody's out there looking for shutters. They're like, oh gosh, do we got the essentials? Toilet paper, check. Hand sanitizer, check. Got those shutters, check. Right? No, I mean it's unbelievable. Like, and that's just it's just the nature of things, the nature of people. They're gonna come up with excuses, and like I said, we don't want to make light of it, but we understand too. Come on now, what are you doing? We understand, but you're at home. Maybe use this opportunity to, take care of what you've been putting off, for sometimes years, right?
Or another one that was from Maryland, because of obviously the governor's executive orders, stay at home and
Right.
shelter in place and all this. And it was the same thing that the governor has ordered us to stay at home. But it did also say you could go outside. I mean, surely you can go outside your house.
Right, yeah. I don't understand those responses where folks are saying, well, because of the stay-at-home order, I can't fix my home. Huh? You're at home. And now I understand, not everything requires that you need to just go run to Home Depot. Everybody has a different situation. Everybody has different issues. Some of the issues is just your general clutter. Just, like we're talking about with the trash, just cleaning up all the stuff that's laying around, for years and years on end, unfinished projects and that, your outdoor projects, that kind of thing. And even general cleaning, I mean, you have cleaning products. I have cleaning products. Take your time, clean the outside of your home nicely, take care of your yard, do whatever you got to do. It doesn't require you to just everything. Because I can't leave my house and go to Home Depot. No, you can do things at home. They just choose not to do it. That's all it is.
Just opportunists, the wrong, they want to start using the current crisis as everything just comes to a stop.
Yeah. Well, not in my household. All right. So I vow to the listeners and watchers out there that, look, I'm going to finish my project that I have lingering now. I think going on almost over a year, the shutters. I have to post. I'll post on our Facebook page the progress. I did make a little bit of progress. I will post that on our Facebook page, and you guys can check it out and like it. And let me know any suggestions, how I'm doing. But I promise I'm going to use this opportunity to do my civil duty as a citizen to fix my shutters.
And what's a little progress? One of the 7 or 8 shutters have been put back up? Is that what you mean by little progress?
1 of 12. 1 of 12 is good to go. 11 more to go. I'm telling you. It's
And you
gonna
haven't
look
been
beautiful.
cited. You have not been cited for having them down for over a year.
No, not yet. But that's yet to be determined. Let's tackle one thing at a time. Let's see if we can at least get these, looking spick and span, and we'll go from there.
Someone at Costco asked me if I was hoarding all of this toilet paper because of the coronavirus. They seemed really upset with me until I told them it was for Tab and Z. You never know what kind of crap's going to come out of those two during the HOA Talk Time vidcast. Better safe than sorry.
All right, Tab. So this next segment, I want to call it something unique, new. I know, we've had all kinds of segments in the past. We have this new segment that I would like to call it Whoa. And I'm telling you, whoa is very fitting for this because, as you know, in our day job, we do covenant compliance inspections, right? And, we're looking at homes of all shapes and sizes all day long. Now, every once in a while, we do come across some very interesting homes and, these type of issues that are going on in the homes that you just kind of sit back and say, whoa, what is going on here? So with that, I want to pull up a few of these, and we're going to post this on our Facebook page so the audience can kind of chime in and what their thoughts are on this thing. Maybe this is normal. I don't know.
The new normal?
Sorry?
It's the new normal?
It's the new normal, exactly.
Okay.
The first one. Now, I'm not going to take all credit for this. The captions, our admin, Keisha, actually pulled it up for us, and she's really clever with some of these captions. Keisha, thank you very much for the captions. You're welcome. She said you're welcome. The first one, this is a good one. It's called You Gotta Be Kitten Me. All right? You Gotta Be Kitten Me. So here we have a townhouse, and in the backyard, right outside the fence line, there is a interesting collection of kitty litter, jumbo size containers. Not one, not two, not three. It looks like 7, and counting. What are your thoughts on this, Tab?
Okay, as someone who has 2 cats that reside in my home,
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking maybe in the current context, we just talked about the whole run on something. Maybe they made a run on litter.
Okay, could
Is that
be
possible?
I'm sure there are many uses to kitty litters other than just for kitties. They might be using it for some other purpose. It's interesting that they're conveniently storing these containers outside of their fence line and some of these look like they've been sitting there for a while. So I don't know.
So you're right, because then if it's a prized commodity, you wouldn't keep it outside, right? So it can't be this new litter that they bought. I can see, a couple of them look like brand new, some of them look like older, but then maybe they're using it as a place to put the litter after it's used.
Yeah, but why is it being stored one after another? Why is this not made its way out of the vicinity?
Yeah, I don't know. That is
very strange.
bizarre.
Very strange. So you got to look at that and say, whoa, what is that? All right, let's pull up number 2. This one is pretty, this is a doozy. This one has been coined Lawn and Order. Lawn and Order, right? Again, townhouse. Well, here's the thing. This is a townhouse. Looks like in the back fence gate. If you look closely here,
I see.
there's handcuffs attached to the fence gate. I don't know. I don't know what to speculate. What were they thinking?
So it's a makeshift to lock the gate, right? Presumably, right? Or maybe it serves like a dual purpose. Something more sinister going on inside.
You're saying this was like a lot rather than going to Home Depot and just getting a cheap old, master padlock.
Mm-hmm.
They used, which looks like police grade Handcuffs?
Because they're rusted too. But
Well, yeah, because it's been there for quite a while, I'm sure. This one is up. I've never seen anything like this. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I mean, I don't think anybody was cuffed there. Yeah, and I don't think the cops would have just left it there after they apprehended the perp and then.
But it is open. It is open on one end, so that tells me either somebody got loose.
Oh man! Whoa. Whoa is all I can say, Tab. Whoa. Yeah, that's a doozy.
And these are not Photoshop. These are real.
No, these are real. Yeah. They definitely are getting cited for this. We just can't let that go.
What was the finding?
I think just damaged
What did they
fence.
get cited for?
Damaged fence with handcuffs need to be replaced. Something to that nature. I don't know.
Or secured properly.
Yeah, right. The final one, this is a good one too. This one's up there with this is like a true woe. This is called would not. I would not, definitely would not do this. Again, we've got a fence in the backyard here, and it looks like an old tree stump, not even a stump, half a tree. And it looks like it's been there for quite a while. This is a mature tree stump, or tree bark, whatever you want to call it. And there's a fence that's built around it. Rather than removing this tree, they decided, you know what? This is some quality lumber here. I'm just going to keep on building on through, and we'll be good to go.
Now, did we cite this as an issue?
Well, yeah. I mean, of course.
What was it? Remove stump?
No, damaged fence needs to be repaired, and remove the stump. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
That is a first. So we can presume that they either built around the stump, right? The stump was already there, they built around it, or the stump grew into the fence.
And then they just decided rather than removing it, just kind of leave it there because it lined right up pretty nicely to the fence.
Yeah, but you know what? I think they had to build around it because there's no way like the stump just protruded through, because there's no damage to the side or anything, right?
Yeah, but why would you build? They just build a little bit further out.
Right? No, because then be encroaching possibly on the association, the common area, or they were mindful of that. They did not want to encroach on common area.
Right, exactly. It could be. Maybe I don't know. And there's a secondary issue that's kind of interesting here.
Oh, I see. I know what it is.
You see this gutter downspout extension? Rather than just your traditional, just go straight down into a splash block and underground or wherever, they rigged something that spans the entire yard, and then they went ahead and made it go through the fence, under the fence, and then and out it goes. That's some quality engineering right there.
I think this is definitely some innovative engineering here.
Yep.
And water control and tree stump preservation.
Yeah. Well, again, all I have to say is whoa. Whoa, indeed.
You want someone you can trust on your side when you're buying or selling your home. With over 15 years' experience, Chris Hild of Realty FC goes above and beyond as a standard for his company. That's why at Realty FC, it's not just a transaction, it's a relationship.